Alright, time for some illegal racing, so to speak. As long as everybody doesn't sink fail. Well, rip San... I almost said it again. Christ. Looks like Francisco sink failed, unfortunately. Still got 4, though. Oh my god, this handles terribly. Yep. I knew it was bad, but not this bad. This is hell. This is why you don't let me decide races. Because I'm terrible at it. But, at the same time, nobody else recommends anything that's good, so... Instead, we always just do the same races over and over again. Like the Amuse R1 or GT1 at the same tracks. I think you just gotta control your throttle. That's probably just the key with it. Because it's bad whenever you're full throttle, but it's manageable whenever you're half or quarter throttle. It's not a Honda if I don't bang off the lev limiter, yes. God, what is wrong with me? I'm surprised YouTube didn't censor your CBT message. What are track limits? What are they? Hey, NS, I'm right next to you. Bruh. Pushing me off the track. Yes, Miata. Totally Miata. Oh, you're making a suggestion, herp derp. Well, we actually did Miatas in week 1 on Motorland. So we actually tried to do tune cars as well. It was a tuned JDM on the Nürburgring. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Kind of bonked you. And that was kind of a fail because my car was stupidly OP and everyone else's was kind of weak. And I spent a lot of time tuning mine for the Nürburgring. If only the Caterham was selectable on the list. I mean, I could force myself to have a Caterham, but no one else can. Or at least PS2 players can't. I should have made the Jetta G4 race on this track, because I really like driving that. But it was on the Hong Kong PS2 race instead. Tune Miatas. Alright, so there's one issue with doing tuned cars. So first off, everybody who's gonna race has to go and tune a Miata in GT mode to begin with. Then, whenever you actually make the race, first you gotta get in the Miata in your garage. Then you got to create a race that's set to use current car instead of pick from the list. And then you have to actually have a good race after that, so everything needs to, like, work out. I shouldn't have tapped the throttle right there. Wheel spin. Wheel spin, go away. There's a time and place for you. This isn't it. What's up, Zemi? How you doing? And off track again. We were going to do the Cobra on Laguna Seca, and we tested that, and it was hell. Worst idea I've ever had. Yeah, well, I always suck at that section. Yeah, we could set rules like that, but then again, you still have all the issues of, like, doing tuned races to begin with. And I especially don't want to plan for one and then have, like, half the people not show up for it. This is the closest race we've had yet, even though it's just 4 people. And the fact that Daniel isn't here absolutely shitting on everyone. I didn't go into the grass that time. It's a miracle. It's learning, it's evolving, or whatever the quote is. I kind of like bad cars. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I welcome the challenge of it. Like this, for example. I was painfully bad on the first 2 laps, and now I'm getting the hang of it. Same with the G4. It was hell at first, and then I started to really like it. Also the same with the 205 rally car. I could just say that for a lot of cars in general. GT Sport reuses a lot of sounds, and, well, so does this game, actually. And GT Sport sounds alright. I don't think it sounds amazing, but it probably is a little bit better than this game. The one thing I do not, like, I really don't like about... Did I push Meadows there? I'm not sure. It might have been the lag or something. But one thing I really don't like about the newer GT games after this is just the way the car sounds whenever you shift. It sounds so bad. Also, what was that? Tropical Junk just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. I forgot I turned that notification thing on. Thought it was only for super chats, but I need to fix the text for that alert specifically. Because it was huge and the subscribed text was like mostly chopped out. Driving without assist for a reason? Well, I don't drive with the assists to begin with because they actually slow me down a lot more than without them. I mean, traction control would obviously help me in something like a Group C car, but a lot of cars, it just ruins it. Cutting the track again. Why did I counter-steer when I didn't need to? It's front-wheel drive. It's not like I'm going to spin out. Any plans for the next race? Well, the next race is the Nismo 270R at Città d'Aria. But that track usually has issues whenever I try to load it, so if it does, then we're going to be going to Costa di Amalfi instead. Also, red fronts. I did not practice for this. I guess this is just going to add to the fun of it. By fun, I mean torture. I guess their tires are doing just fine, considering they caught up. Whoa! I don't have front grip. I gotta brake early. It's probably the disadvantage for having a wheel. I'm steering too much. I'm chewing through my tires. I'm still right next to you. Pushed me off the track. Yeah, my tires are gone. Honestly, I don't really watch any sort of racing series. I've never kept up with anything. I hardly know anything about F1. I know a little bit about NASCAR from the mid-2000s, because that's when I was into it. Pretty much all I watch now is like a IMSA. Like I'll turn that on every now and then and just watch it if I'm bored. But other than that, I really don't keep up with anything. And because of my spanked tires, I'm going to be finishing up in last, unfortunately. Probably should have tested for this race, but oh well. So yeah, whenever it comes to like motorsports, I'm an uncultured swine.